Hello students, welcome all students to the presentation of the holistic knowledge of students' role to internal education quality assurance. This is the episode 4. The episode 4 is the combination of episode or EP2 and EP3. The EP2 was about the role of the student, and EP3 is about the learning outcome. This episode, number 4, is the combination or the blending of 2 and 4. That is, student role to internal education quality assurance by Dr. Arthur G. Leo. As we would like to let you know that why and what is or are about the QA. QA is about process oriented. We concentrate to the process of the management. The second one, the defect prevention. That is the way to prevent all about the mistake. Third, proactive approach. We do the proactive approach in order to make everything in progress. We also has the managerial tool. It is the tool to manage the QA, and last, everyone responsibility. I mean, everyone in the organization. Now, we can say that everyone in the university have to be in charge and take the responsibility about QA. Educational assurance, according to the Rangsit University, education assurance is also the management or and normal activity of the institution to continuously develop the quality of the product or quality of the outcome. The education assurance based on protection. That is to eliminate inefficient work and low quality products. The second one, education assurance based on supporting and promotion. By operating for efficiency result in quality outputs affects the quality of the product. We do the QA in order to make productivity, and productivity focuses on bulk output. Efficiency measure how much of that output works as intended. The quality assurance process concerned to operational cost reduction, releasing internal capabilities, better turn time, a greater control, rising efficiency, process optimization, structure preparing, and focus on core business. That the process taught can apply to the work system in the near future of the student. Why we have to do the assurance? Because it is also the global goal of sustainable in the world, especially sustainable development. Goal number 4, it is quality of education. We do the assurance in order to make the people qualified or quality people. The need for the QA, one, the world is changing rapidly, affecting the quality of the people. That means the quality of education is also better developed. Diversity in equality of education. Now, we have got a high competition which occur both domestically and abroad. Third, the need of QA is internationalized knowledge for international acceptance. Fourth, the need for QA is to create confidence to society to produce quality people. Next one, provide information to the public useful to employers, parents, government, and public. And the last one, the need for QA is organized with the National Education Act. Those who involve QA in a university president or vice president. The second one, all university staff. Next, head department, university council and committee. Next, dean, director, and out of the university concerned and involved QA are parents, employers, and communities. Who get the beneficiation from QA or QA beneficiaries? Student. The student will gain as a good person or be good person with quality knowledge, have a job, receive salary matching to the criteria of the education, qualified, and be happy finally. Parents. The parents would trust in the institution and agree to support the children to study. Entrepreneurs, employers can recruit good employees with knowledge and ability that meet the company's need and requirement. The business would be successful, profitable, and receive quality academic support from the university by students who graduate would be the carrier to the employer or entrepreneur. QA beneficiaries. Next one, society and government. They would gain quality human resources and knowledge transfer from the research produced from educational institution. Last, university would be very famous and survive or long-lasting serve the society. The process of student guarantee or student QA start from the student coming to the university would be the input from the first year until graduation. The university would be those who run the process, and finally, the student themselves be the output. They would be the graduate. They would study in a very good or right curriculum. They would have the teaching and learning method. They would attend in student developed, and finally they strengthen their moral and ethics. The student have to know the tool or the model used in student educational assurance. They are PDCA process or PDCA circle. We would start from the plan, or we can say that we start from a proposal if you would write or you would plan to do something. plan or proposal would be the first thing that you plan what you are doing. The second one is to do. The do is the hands-on activity, or think that, do what you said you would do. The next one is check or auditions or auditing. The check step is to check that you did it right or wrong. And last, the act or action or adjust. Act on anything that went wrong to avoid errors of the same nature in failure. This is the four step that you can adjust in your daily life in the university, PDCA. And PDCA is the Deming Circle for continuous quality of improvement. The student can start from one veil of the PDCA, and after that action and do another planning, further planning until successful. This is the example of the snowman drawing. We start from the plan. We have got the paper of the model or the blueprint of the snowman. After that, you go out of the house to find out a bulk of snow and do it according to the paper plan. After that, you check it if it's according to what you have planned. If it is yes, it's finished. If it's not according to what you want, you adjust it and action it again. This is the PDCA. One thing, factor measuring educational success from learning outcome to quality and success. We can say that one outcome or one concrete that we can touch the successful of the student is the learning outcome. For example, the bachelor student, we would judge the outcome from the thesis or spatial problem analysis or maybe thesis. For the master is about research, and the PhD is dissertation. The dissertation of the PhD level is very important because a dissertation is usually based on original research to contribute new knowledge to a particular field. A dissertation should demonstrate the student's ability to conduct independent research to an advanced level. There would be 4 principles for the outcomes-based education that related to episode 3 I have mentioned last year. The 4 ones are knowledge, skill, ethics, and character. Knowledge refers to what is accumulated through study, research, or experience arising from the course which is necessary and sufficient for implementation or extending knowledge in a career. Altogether in society and sustainable development for living in a digital era. The knowledge for bachelor students are able to apply their knowledge to work in a specific area of studies, and students are able to apply their knowledge to analyze and solve problems in special area of studies. For the master must be able to integrate their knowledge in their fields and related to work to develop research and able to continue their research by connecting new knowledge to create work and be accepted. For the PhD, able to integrate their knowledge in their fields and related work to develop research, create new knowledge, lead to an accepted holistic problem-solving. Last, the PhD should be able to apply their research result in another context. The second one, skill. Skill refers to the ability that comes from learning and practicing for developing work, professional or academic, for personal development, and social development for a digital lifestyle. The skill for bachelor, students have self-learning skills and improvement in career development. Next, students have information technology skill in searching for information and presentation. The skill for the master student or master graduate. The graduate must be able to creatively propose a conceptual framework for related research and able to use research to appropriately. Last, the master must have information technology skills in information search and presentation. For the PhD skill, PhD graduates must be able to creatively propose a conceptual framework for related research and able to use research to appropriately. Otherwise, PhD are integrated to develop new knowledge and have information technology skills in search and analyzing data and presenting. The ethics at the third learning outcome. Ethics refer to the behavior or action at the personal level that reflects the people's morality. Moralities and ethics for the public and private benefit, both in front of and behind the others. Ethics for all levels. Ethics for bachelor, master, and philosophy doctors. Exactly the same. First, every student act according to the rules and the regulation of society with honesty. Number two, students conduct themselves in accordance with academic or professional ethics, adhere to morality and ethics. The last one, the fourth, is character of the learning outcome. These outcome means personality, habits, values that reflect general and specific characteristics of professional and institution by developing learning and experience training from the curriculum to be suitable for higher education qualification standards. The character of each level, from bachelor to PhD. Characteristics for bachelor must be assertiveness, decision-making, and entrepreneurial spirit. Second one, students are creative. Third, BA students are committed, determined, and responsible for themselves and society. And the last one, for the bachelor level, students have leadership skills. Characteristics for master and PhD are exactly the same. They are uncommitted, determined, and responsible for themselves and society. Second one, they must have leadership skills, assertive, and courage to make decisions. And last, for the master and PhD, must be creative. From the information mentioned before, we are going to talk about the framework, but the things that we have to inform you is the framework of Rangsit University Qualification, framework for higher education, or RQF. Rangsit University Qualification Framework for the Higher Education, or RQF, is a document of the information for checking the transparency and efficiency of teaching and learning management. The goal is to develop the quality of student and as an assurance of student quality. We have got some RQF to identify and let the student know, especially RQF2, program specification. Program specification is a managerial teaching and learning that will enable graduates to achieve their learning outcomes. It might concern back to the four learning outcomes: knowledge, skill, ethics, and characters. It will cover and convey the expected learning outcomes of graduates and a set of in National Higher Education Qualification Framework and standard for qualification infuse or subjects into practice in the curriculum. Each higher education institute is free to include additional subject content beyond what is specified and approach it to the needs or identity of each institution. That is the reason why Rangsit University has got Rangsit Qualification Framework ourselves. RQF number 3, program specification for Rangsit University. Students will be developed to be successful according to the course goal or the aims of the study of each faculty, school, college, and subjects. Details are given regarding to the amount of time spent in studying. It also set out strategies for course evaluation and improvement processes. RQF number 4, program specification, student internship, field training, or cooperative education must be planned in accordance with or and as specified in the course details. It will clearly define the objectives and details of the operations of activities, as well as knowledge understanding that students will gain from training. The program specification RQF4 is also identify that there is a process or method of instilling various skills as well as other characteristics that the student will develop to be successful according to their aims, including criteria for measuring and evaluating student and evaluation of implementation based on detail of field experiences. RQF number 5, still be program specification, shown that this report covers student academic performance, number of students from the start of study until the end of the problem in the management. analysis of course evaluation result by students, head department, or external evaluators, including survey of the opinion of graduate user. Planning and giving recommendation to the curriculum coordinator to improve and develop the course is also important. RQF number 6, Program Specification. This report covers the view of training experiences, management and facility analysis of evaluation of students, trainings, responsible teachers, and mentor employees. RQF number 7, Program Specification said that statistical information of students studying in the course would be shown. The internal and external environment of the institution affect the curriculum would be reported. Summarize overall report of course result in the curriculum efficiency of teaching in each learning outcome standard would be shown. Report comparison of operating result with their available standard would be done. Summarize course evaluation result from the opinion of a graduate and graduate user included. Furthermore, RQF number 7 will report proposal for planning and development, including an action plan for developing faculty and related personnel. Otherwise, would reporting of such result will be sent to the department head, dean, and use it as information for self-study to improve and develop the curriculum periodically, and can also be used as the information for course certification from external auditors. All mentioned from the beginning till the end, which show that it would affect to the outcome of the student, and they are very useful and impact to the student. The all information mentioned would be very successful for student and all make student ready to study. The information learned and acquire, view, retained, highlight. The graduation would satisfy with the course study, and last, the result of handling student complaint are from the QA, because student is one of their stakeholder to improve the student of education and improve the system of qualification assurance. This is the final of the outcome for student. We, on the behalf of the qualification assurance of Langsit University, feel like to say thank you all students to pay attention and listen to the information as the holistic about QA to make you yourself improve yourself and meet the standard verification of the global. Thank you very much.